I'm the judge, jury, and executioner of food. Okay? Don't you tell me.
Fact, I'm fluctuating.
Yo, you want to do a fight club? Because I'd love to start a fight club, but I don't want to get hurt, obviously. But what I do want to get into is a food fight club. You know the first rule about food fight club.
I think we're breaking the first rule right now by recording this.
Not only can you talk about it, you got to exchange recipes. You got to go to each other's houses. You got to eat.
You got to start a podcast, write a blog.
When we talk about a food fight club, we are going to debate contentious food topics. And these are food topics that people, they're extremely passionate about it. They go back and forth. They want to know these things. They think they're right. Other people always think they're right. Many people come up to me, and this is all the time. They want to know what constitutes a sandwich.
That's a common issue for you? Just strangers coming up to you off the street?
I'm Socrates, but not for anything great or philosophical, but just for food. What do you think constitutes a sandwich? What is a sandwich?
I think of it in a traditional sense. Like bread on both sides, to me, makes a sandwich.
Let me ask you this. What if you do turkey, piles of turkey, but there's one piece of bread on the bottom? Sandwich or just open face?
That's not a sandwich to me.
The bread has to encapsulate the filling. You know, filling it, it makes it sound so gross, almost like it's jelly or gelatinous. Or
I think of filling as like a pie filling or a cannoli filling. When it comes to meats, that's gross.
Can I have a pound of filling?
Thin sliced filling.
That sounds gross. I don't want thin sliced filling.
No.
Do you think it's got to be a protein, Ann?
No, I'm okay with like a veggie sandwich, like a portobello mushroom type of thing.
Or so gross.
Or any kind of like vegetarian sandwich is okay. Like the Veggie Delight at Subway.
There's nothing delightful. Nothing. They say the word delight. I've never been delighted by that company. Let me ask you this then. Ice cream sandwich kind of a thing. Sandwich is in the name.
That's where the filling comes in.
To me, it's a dessert. I call it an ice cream pie. No, I call it an ice cream thing. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Now speaking about long wieners. If there's a slit and you stick something in the slit in, but the slit doesn't close, it ain't a sandwich?
I don't think it is. I think it needs to be two separate pieces of bread. It cannot be one piece of bread.
It cannot be together.
I can't take one piece of bread and like just wrap it around the meat and call it a sandwich. To me, that's that's a wrap.
Okay, so a wrap is something that over encapsulates. So a burrito, not a sandwich, obviously. Burrito, wrap.
A burrito is a Mexican hot dog.
Oh, el mexicano, el perro.
That's their
perro caliente.
That's
right?
their version of it. See, papi.
I got a question for you then. KFC many years ago came out with something stunning. They made two pieces of fried chicken, the bun, and then in the middle was like cheese and something else. It's not bread, but the two pieces of chicken acted as the bread, and then there was stuff in the middle. Is that a chicken sandwich just reimagined?
All they did was make an awesome sandwich with no bread. I don't even want to call it a sandwich.
Okay, so that's a chickwich.
It's a filling witch.
Let me ask you this. This is maybe a sacred topic to some people, but can you put anything on pizza?
First off, I'd like to know your definition of what a pizza is.
Clearly, to me, pizza has one thing and one thing only, the dough, because you can use a different type of a sauce. You can go Alfredo, you can go tomato, you can go marinara, any type of cheese, or you could have no cheese, right? Isn't that a grandma slice? There's no cheese whatsoever, just the tomatoes and stuff like that. So to me, the one common denominator that makes pizza is it's got to be dough.
I don't like a crunchy crust.
Oh my God, man. The crunchy crust is one of the best parts is the crunchy crust, man. You got to crunch on that crust. Let me tell you something about pizza. It is the most versatile. And to me, that's why it's the favorite, the number one, the GOAT of all foods. And I hate when you have these people that walk around like it's the most sacred thing and you can't do anything to the pizza. You can only have it be cheese and you can only have it be pepperoni. To those people, I say you have no imagination. You've got nothing going on in your life.
I think anything can go on a pizza, like a sweet pizza. You can add seafood to it.
Ugh.
I've had crab pizza, like almost like a crab cake.
I do think there's levels though, and I got to be honest with you. You're telling me you throwing Skittles up in there? You're getting red 40 into there? Are there special colors? Are there special flavors? You're willing to put Skittles within the cheese?
This is the hottest thing in Jersey right now. We're all putting Skittles on a pizza.
This is it. We're in the pool where everyone's eating Skittle pizza.
Yeah, everybody's drinking Coors Lights.
Bro, you got to try the Skittle pizza, bro. You got to try it.
It's the Jersey special. It's got cocaine and Skittles.
The church.
I'm snorting cheese.
I mean, that is
Parmesan.
literally, that is the definition definition of nose candy. Okay, that is literally nose candy.
That's where the term came from.
You do you with pizza. Okay, you do you. But I think you can go pretty far with pizza. I think, you know what? Some people say no pineapple. I say pineapple's awesome on pizza.
It's
You
delicious.
can do all the meats. You can do the. I think where I would stop and debate are things like sushi or eggs or like, you know what I mean? I think that there's.
Ooh. Egg salad pizza.
Well, and
Instead of
but
sauce, you use mayo.
Oh,
And then you chop up a bunch of hard-boiled eggs on it.
I can't see it, and I can't see it working. It grosses me out just thinking about that. I do think there's some things that don't quite make sense, like that or sushi. And you would throw a piece of like fish up in there and white rice on top of the pizza, and
I'm not a big fan of the raw stuff, but I would do like a shrimp tempura pizza.
I don't know, shrimp on a pizza for me. I mean, that's
Or a
kind of
connie
sounds
salad
gross.
pizza. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Now we're
I
talking.
don't know. I don't think I could do anything raw on the pizza. If you want to talk to me about rice, maybe let's take a step back. And you always go out to the edge of the pier. I always like to fish from the middle. You always like to fish right from that edge.
How do you feel about salad on pizza?
I am all for that. It's like having a portable salad. I definitely think you can do lots of different salads on that. My favorite one is the taco.
I love me a taco salad.
Ground
pizza.
beef. You're talking the cheddar cheese, the beans. I mean, everything. Whatever
Dollop
you
of sour cream on there. A Greek
you know,
salad
but-
pizza, I bet would be good.
Greek salad pizza. Let's go Caesar pizza. Do you think America's version of international food is better than the country it came from? Does authenticity matter?
The foods in certain countries might be really gross, but their version of it here may be awesome.
I'll give you, for instance, okay, Chinese food, China. The one thing that we don't really buy from them very much is their actual food. They wouldn't touch General Tso. They don't even know who General Tso is. It's like some made up guy. We think it's some warrior that has gone through the ringer and has beaten armies and have brought men together and really conquered lands, when really it's just like, it's cousin Tso.
It's cousin Sal. He's a drunk.
I bet you didn't even know what that is there. Bet you it's a made up guy.
If not for the internet, they probably never would have known what we were doing over here. I'm sure
Right.
they're appalled by our recreation of their cuisine.
100%. I mean, same thing maybe with Tex-Mex versus actual Mexican.
I don't need my food to be super authentic to enjoy it.
Yeah,
I would
you don't
rather
care.
have the General Tso's than
Right.
a bowl of unidentifiable
Noodle, Noodle X,
like noodle. It's like liquefied and hardened again, and
who knows what they eat, man. They're eating fish heads. Everything's a head.
fish head, sheep head, goat head.
I'm not eating a head of anything. I like to stick with the body of whatever I'm eating. Just the body.
Calves.
Yeah, I'll eat a calf. Indians used to believe that if you eat a part of that body, that part of the body gets stronger. If I need to get good calves, I'll eat the calf. If I want to fly, I'll eat a bat wing. So you don't think Americans improve the food? You think they bastardize it a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we fuck with it, but I think we make it our own. We make it palatable to Americans. It's really salty, greasy, or really
Gross
sweet.
and makes you sweat.
Probably
Makes you-
looks way better. The Chinese don't care about what their food looks like versus us, who
Yes.
like it has to look nice, has to smell nice. When it
Andy-
comes to food, we're fucking divas.
What do you think the best state for food is for like certain food? So I'm in Jersey. I'm wondering, does Jersey have anything good?
I love a good
Yeah, the
Jersey
best.
diner for breakfast.
Oh, the best diner
Those are
capital of the country.
They figured out what
Is
they're
it?
good at.
You can't get a better bagel or pizza than in New York.
I've had okay
No.
pizza in other states.
It's a
and
decent pizza in other states.
never
Yeah,
good
I
bagels.
agree.
You're always
Impossible.
settling when you get a bagel in another state. It's a roll with a hole in it.
Yes, you're absolutely right. But you know what's funny about that though? But the biggest pizza joints started in like the Midwest of the
And
country.
not New
or
York,
something.
I'm sure.
But then it's crazy. Like these two pizza places account for like probably 20% of all the pizza that's eaten in the country.
Yeah, but that's not real pizza. Like, I'm not shitting on Domino's. I love Domino's, but
Correct.
I don't eat it with the notion that like, oh, this is just as good as the pizza I get in the city.
No, what the notion is it's $6.99 and you can get yourself a pie.
I want as much pizza as I can get for $6.99. They have the same thinking as us. Like, as long as it's got dough, it's pizza. We can
Right.
call it what we want. We could put anything. We could put like rubber cheese on it. We're calling it pizza. We're selling it.
All right, like another food that states always battles, like barbecue. Like, what's the best barbecue? And obviously, wherever you're from, that's where you think the best is. But I got to tell you, I live in North Carolina, not the best barbecue. I hate the vinegar base. I know this is blasphemous. I know people are going, and they're up in arms. You know, they're going to start boycotting me, and you know that
You're
I'm
probably
saying
going to
it.
get Me Too'd also.
I'm going to get me barbecued. Let's hashtag MEBBQD, me barbecued. To me, Kansas City barbecue. That is, to me, the best.
Never been there.
I've never been there either, but that doesn't mean you can't have Kansas City ribs and St. Louis style ribbies.
So what makes them so good?
The sauce, man. They spend like 36 hours just making sure that this meat is just right. They're tenderizing, they're steaming it, they're making love to it. I mean, they're doing all sorts of things to this meat.
I have to say, some of the best barbecue I've had was in New York City. I've had barbecue down south. I mean, it was good, but I wasn't impressed.
New York, the city.
New York City. You can get pizza, and then next door you can get barbecue.
I mean, that's not the bang bang. That's not a bad idea, man. Another one would be like the seafood battles. Like, you got Maryland crab and Maine lobster and Louisiana crawfish. Like, who's winning in seafood? Whoever's closer to the water.
There's no way you're getting fresh seafood in Nebraska.
Correct. It's funny you said that. I was just about to say Nebraska. I guess we hate Nebraska.
I have nothing against Nebraska.
We just don't like their seafood. We don't believe that they can have good seafood.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lobster roll in Nebraska.
You would not believe this Nebraska roll. Okay, this thing is.
Everyone says you go up north to like New England, like that whole area. Their seafood is supposed to be the best because it's so fresh.
Gotta get lobster.
I've never been impressed by any of them.
No,
I don't care about authenticity. I want a cup of clam chowder that represents who I am.
You don't care if a Mexican makes your pizza. You don't care if a Guatemalan makes your burrito. You don't even care if a Korean makes your barbecue chicken. You don't care, man.
I love Korean barbecue.
I do love Korean barbecue, actually. So maybe that was the wrong. Okay, an Indian guy making your barbecue.
I'd eat it.
I don't think that the nationality really matters whatsoever. Follow a goddamn recipe.
I don't know one of those people who follows recipes to a T.
You're like the Julia Child, modern day. Well, you do look a little like Julia Child's, actually. Oh, no. This isn't French.
Deep dish Philly cheesesteak pizza.
You would be the Julia Childs of the fattest fucking food on the planet. Take a stick of butter and we put it on the pot. Another stick of butter in a pot.
Pour all that butter into the deep fryer.
And I do think we figured out today what a sandwich is. We're on top of that. Got to have something in between two pieces of bread.
Don't hand me 2 pieces of matzah and tell me it's a sandwich.
It could be a sandwich though, and I don't know. Can anything be put on pizza?
Anything can be pizza as long as it's on dough.
It's got to be on dough. We learned the fact that America can make anything when it comes to food. We can do anything. Okay, we can put a man on the moon, but we could also make better food than the food that it came from in the first place. Although we never talked about Philly cheesesteaks, because I got to tell you, I've had some cheesesteaks that are better than the ones in Philly.
Some of the worst cheesesteaks I've ever had were in Philly.
Yeah.
You know who has the best cheesesteaks?
Who?
New York. They make the best fucking cheesesteaks.
Better than
suck
Philly.
My ass.
Yeah, Philly can suck it. And then lastly on my notes, and big topic, it says Brandon is a fat gay nerd with a vagina. I'm just reading my notes here.
Did you write that yourself?
Thanks everybody for listening to another awesome episode of Fit, Fat, and Fluctuating.